Good everyone. Mazes okay here. As we are still dealing with the awkward and the weird judgment from the Supreme Court of Nigeria, delivered by the aeroplane driving CJN, there is this news that I read it 2 days ago, or someone forwarded it to me, saying, Mazi, you've been campaigning for the Enugu International Airport or for its rehabilitation, but you appear not to say anything regarding the news that the host community is demanding $500 million, that is 500 million naira from the contractors in order to allow them to site. Then the question is actually, who are the host community? That is MNA people, because the airport is in MNA, or who? Now we reached out to the the state government, and invariably the state government have to react. And this morning there is a statement from the Enugu state government, and they have dismissed this piece of information as rumors. And they said that is rumors, is just rumors making round in social media that the host community is requesting 500 million from the contractors handling the Enugu International Airport. And who are the contractors? I cannot repeat that enough. The contractor remains PW, Public Works. That is an Irish company domiciled in Nigeria. And that company, again, was the same company that did the same airport that failed 6 years later. And no one, even Naji Nolim, that promised that the House of Rep is going to probe that airport failure, has not done anything, and we've been calling on him to do something. He's not been able to do that. That is a story for another day. But for now, just for this short video, what I want to do with this video is to get us to the point to, calm down, that there is no community in Enugu demanding any money. Now, I have a statement here signed by the State Commissioner for Information, Honorable Chidi Aro, describing the rumor as false, malicious, and baseless. See? Now, I think there is, something here. Remember that initially the fund for that airport was 10 billion. Now it's been cut down to 8.5 billion. Somehow something is telling me, I don't want to mention anybody's name, but there appears to be some, how do I put that? There appears to be some kind of, to sow a seed of discord, because we are doing everything possible that we are not going to be blamed for anything that happens in Enugu International Airport, in terms of if the work is not done properly, that we will, it will be, oh, you Igbos again, we came to fix your airports and you didn't allow us to do it. So that is what we are working hard to see that it does not happen. And in doing that, it's the, that information is not correct. Now, if I want to go and read the statement by Arrow, and he continued and he said that no such situation or incident ever occurred. And one will wonder, why would such incident occur? Remember, at some point it was that, we are going to downgrade Enugu International Airport because the mast, radio mast in Emene is blocking the way. And the governor said, well, the youths of Nike, because I think that radio mast was about to be relocated to Nike, that the youths were kind of protesting. But hey, he went ahead to do that. And they said, Emene, because of the abattoir there, vultures, birds can strike the aircraft landing, which honestly, I personally saw that as a threat, because it's a bad combination, and vultures are really large birds, so they could actually create havoc. And Before you know it, they say an aircraft has crashed in Enugu. So that Oyemene abattoir was also relocated. Now, suddenly, what we now see is, or rather read, is that the contractor, that's the PW, who incompetently did the first job that collapsed under 6 years, according to Nolim, not my words. Nolim said, Nolim, if you don't know, Nolim is a House of Rep, representing, I think, in Kano East or West, I can't remember, but he's representing in Kano. So he said that according to his information, that runway was meant to last for 30 years, but it collapsed under 6 years. And no one, even when he promised that that will be dealt with, he has not been able to do anything. Now, the question that Mazezoke will keep asking Nolim is if he has been settled. But again, like I said before, that is going to be a story for another day. So what Aro is saying that no such incident ever occurred, and the state government has not received any complaint from the Federal Ministry of Aviation or the contractor, which is the right thing to do. So if you are doing something in a state and you see that the miscreants in a state are basically wanting you to pay them money or wanting to do something so silly, what is the right thing to do? Is the right thing not to go to the state government and say, hey, we are getting this threat, can you please help us handle it? Or rather you just run to the social media. Suddenly, PW does not have any social media. They do not have any Facebook or Twitter handle, but they can plant stories in social media. So can you see that something is fishy here? Be rest assured, you can go to sleep. We are on top of it. As long as Enugu International Airport is concerned, the promise here is Nigeria will know how project is being monitored. As I speak to you today, 15th of January 2020, there is no project timeline, there is no scope, there is no work deliverable, there is no WBS, work rate and structure, there is nothing being published as regards to Enugu International Airport. The last thing we had was the information from Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria when they issued a statement saying that the airport will be open before Easter 2020. That is in a couple of days' time. Basically, that is 3 months minus 2 days or minus 3 days, yeah? So that's in less than 90 days because the Easter is on the 12th of April 2020. So in this case, nothing is, nothing is happened as regards to contractors or rather community demanding 500 million naira from the contractor. And the statement went further to say it is a well-known fact which indeed has been publicly acknowledged by the Minister of Aviation himself and the management of the Airport Authority of Nigeria that the state has provided all the required support. At least Heidi Serika has said so much so many times. That the Enugu state government has been very supportive and they've done everything that is required of them in respect of the upgrading of the Enugu International Airport. Now, again, in furtherance of the commitments of the state government to successful completion of the upgrade of Enugu International Airports, the Enugu State Executive Council, in its first meeting this year, approved the request by FAM for the issuance of a certificate of occupancy to the airport, and that has been done. Kudos to Enugu government. They are giving the Federal Airport Authority every needed help, every needed assistance to ensure that we no longer have stories as regards to Enugu International Airport. Now, in finality, the commissioner reaffirmed that their commitment of the commitment of the Enugu state government to continue to provide all support needed to ensure that the completion of the airport happened the way it should. So in this case, you can see that there is nothing really that is any reason why they will have not to complete this project. Okay, So we are here. We are Mazezoke speaking. We must continue to hold them to account. So anyone reading the story that 500 million naira has been demanded by the youth of the community for that project to continue, know that that is a lie, according to the Enugu state government. And I have no reason to believe Enugu state government, to doubt Enugu state government, because if there is any problem, you have to go back to the person that has been supporting you in ensuring that we have the best done in Enugu. So this is my little update. Once more, this is Mazezo Kashin signing off.